Alright, so what you saw just before this, the beginning of this Darlington race with the NASCAR Speedway division, was the time trial race that would have been marked as the first race of the season, technically. Even though it would have been a non-points race. I believe we would have, my speed would have been enough for third, which I don't remember exactly what it was at this point. But I remember it being third because I put it down in the little put it down as the video title, or that clip title, as third. So we would have gone third with the time that we got there. Now we're here at Darlington, which is one of, I believe, like 3 or 4 races that like a IndyCar type car would have raced at Darlington. As you got one in 1950. 52 with the IndyCar and this, I think, and then 56 with IndyCars too. I knew I wanted to do something with this, and I actually forgot that this series even existed, and this was the IndyCar series. So we're trying our best to get through, because these cars have no downforce. Now the AI, they're not good for sure, but they're good enough for me to do this race. 50 laps, obviously. It would have been, I believe, 130 something laps in the real life race. 160, I think. Somewhere around the 130 to 160 range. Just, you see there me checking up real hard for Bill Miller, as he's trying to get around Dick Raffman. I'm trying to get around both of them, and I almost wrecked into them. But luckily we were able to get by. Now we're 6th. Then we move on where I'm 3rd a couple laps later. Or a lap later, actually. And then we get by Steve McGrath, Buck Baker, who would have not been that far back in the race. Then we got Jack Smith there, the leader. Now all these cars are not the right paint schemes, obviously, but it's the right type of car for this. That's why I went with it. And I think these are all the right name of drivers, and that 2 car for Jack Smith, I believe, is correct. I believe I try to get as many drivers in the right numbers at least. Like how Buck Baker's the 92, because there is no 87, so I just try to put him in the closest number I could find for him. As we get by a lot of these lap cars, this race really just became the me dominating again, as we got some front end damage from running in the back of a lap car. Somehow didn't mess with the engine at all, so we're still going. Then we tapped the wall there, which for some reason gave us rear end damage. Side damage was earlier in the race when everybody was all bunched up and we kind of had to use the wall to get around everybody. You can see how I'm like lifting halfway down the straightaways because I'm trying not to run in the back of all these lap cars. So we have already lapped up to 9th. And as you see me there, I'm trying to move the indicator, the car damage indicator, without that being moved as well, because I'm trying to see how much fuel I'm taking in, because I'm trying to make sure the pit stop ain't that long of a pit stop. Because if it's longer than what I need to, it's going to kind of screw me, because we want to keep Jack Smith a lap down, which is what he is right now, about 18 laps in. We've lapped the field. We're trying to keep that a lap down, or at least close to a lap down. See there, as I'm setting myself up. Eventually I just take 27 laps of fuel. because we go all the way till like around lap 27 anyways, so we kind of just split it in half, the fuel, so we had 2 more laps of fuel for safety. Actually 4 laps of fuel if you think about it in that case. So now you're gonna wonder, why is my engine broken? Well, for some reason we barely tapped a wall, and I guess we hit a part of the wall that just destroys your car, so it broke the motor. So I had to coast to my pit box here, and since we were about to lap Jack Smith again, or Wally Campbell now, even though they've been pitting, actually no, they pitted before, so we already lapped them twice. We were about to lap them for a 3rd time, so that's going to put them back onto 1 lap down as we going to get lengthy repairs for sure. Now when you come back out, they're all back on the lead lap again. So now I've lost 2 laps to them after taking that pit stop and having that stupid collision. As you see, 2 cars wrecked down there on the inside. Now, at the end of this race, it really got dirty. Like, there was a lot more cars wrecking at the end of the race. Usually, it's the beginning of the race, and the end of the race, it's just like nobody's wrecked. Like, everybody's, you know, fine. But it seemed like the later we run, or the more and more we ran, the more and more incidents they had, which was weird, because that's the opposite of what I used to in this course, and in NR. As you see, the same 2 cars stuck there. It's Jake Peters and Al Keller, I think I said. They get around Tony there. That's going to make him, I believe, 2 laps down now, as we're going to come up on the leaders. Cause them to be, or come up on 2nd place to cause them, the whole field to be 2 laps down. As we had, I think there was 2 more. There's another one right there. So like I think 3 more cars wrecked as we passed by. And that was 10 laps after that last clip where there was only 2 cars. So now you know somewhat of what I mean by they just started wrecking more. Like I kind of felt dumbfounded by that, because I don't expect them to wreck that many times like that, especially at least at this part of the race. Now here, I ran a little low and I almost hit him, but we get it around, it's fine. So the other one is Bill Miller that stopped, and then Wally Campbell like braked. Oh no, that was Bill Miller that braked. It was Wally Campbell that was stopped on the apron. Herb Sean has also stopped as well. Billy Miller, even though he's clear out of the way, just kind of hits the brakes and we almost run in the back of him. We have enough problems to deal with. Don't know why we need to add more to that. As we come up to get the last lap, as we got Larry Pierre, and they got Jim, if I could say it, Sweeney. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. Here we go. We're gonna be. I don't think we actually get to Tony, but this would have been the 3rd time we would have lapped 3rd place. No, because we get loose off of here because we had a break for him, then we get in the wall. And I believe he clips us or something. Oh no. We're just kind of angry. Swerve right into him, but we still won.